Daily. I am your host, Mysticraven. Alright guys, so I'm on the PS4 today. We had server maintenance and a patch update, though I couldn't find what the patch was really about. But I'm sure it's all good. Anyways, so I'm going to be talking today. You know, I'm trying to get my Undaunted on this dude. I was just like yesterday, I was like, man, I really do got to finish this dude's Undaunted. But one of the things I want to kind of talk about is we all have those days, right? And let me explain what days I'm talking about. You wake up in the morning, you do your normal ritual, you go to work, and you dread it, right? Or there's something that you do on a regular basis that it becomes so monotonous that you start resenting it, right? And there's days that you just want to quit. You just want a different change of pace, right? Right. We all have those days. We all have them. And it's like, for me personally, Dark Shade, Crypt of Hearts, and White Gold, that's not too bad. I would love to get White Gold in, but I just don't know what I'm going to get for a group, because every time I do a DLC, I get really bad groups. You know, the funny thing about it is, for me personally, it comes back down to this. Like, you know, people wanting to, like, you know, just troll you and be whatever for me. And it's like, certain days, we all have toxic players, right? There's always going to be toxicity in every game. There's not a game you're going to go to where it's going to be ideal. But I think Elder Scrolls is a unique form of toxicity because we have theory crafters and whatever. Okay, I always tell people I'm not a theory crafter. It's not what I'm chasing in this game. I'm a class builder. Alright, so I take a class, I select which role I'm going to utilize that class in, whether it be heals, tank, DPS, so on and so forth, and I customize that class for that role. Hence, I'm a class builder, right? So I'm trying to decide how I want to build that class. So that's what I do. I am not a friggin' theory crafter. So theory crafting to me is like the people who don't know the numbers. The numbers don't change, like, as far as whatever, and you can get into the minute things, but it's like trying to, for theory crafting to me is like people trying to find bis, and it's like that doesn't really exist. So why is there theory crafting? Sure, you can go ahead and pick up this and pick up that and, you know, debate everything. That's unfortunate, but at the same time, that's kind of why I wanted to walk away from this game initially. I initially wanted to, like, be like, I can't help people in this game. They've been fed toxicity, way more type of toxicity. And there are days that I just kind of want to be like, but then it keeps getting better, right? I get support from you guys. I get support from the devs, you know, implementing the things, getting the, you know, validating my points. And those are the days that I realize I'm fighting the good fight, right? I'm fighting the good fight. Sure, people are going to hate me. Sure, people are going to despise me. Sure, whatever. But then I realize I'm doing it for a reason. You know, I'm doing it for the people who want it. And not everybody wants it, and that's fine. To each their own. I always say that. It's your prerogative. Do what you want to do. Let me check out the comments here. My phone's about to be dead, so just a heads up. Lewis, morning. Helly, morning. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. But it's because you guys I do it, right? It really is. It really, really is. If my phone dies, it's my fault because I didn't put it on charger this morning. I was kind of doing, like, little things as I'm, like, messing around. But, you know, and I get it, right? I get those, that frustration. Like, I guess nobody's queued yet. Holy crap. I guess I get the frustration of the everyday, right? That's what I call it, the everyday. It's called the everyday, where you just want something to go a certain way, and it never does. It never does. It's always going to be something to be like, get you in a state of mind to be like, oh shit. Here we go. It was almost perfect. But whatever. And everybody's like, oh, you're so this and you're so that. Okay, well, I'm not a pessimistic and I'm not an optimistic. I'm a realist. And unfortunately, a lot of people kind of construed that as being pessimistic. And unfortunately, it's not, because I'm aware, okay, yeah, this could happen, but this could also happen. We don't know until we cross the bridge. So when somebody's like, is the glass of water half empty or half full? I'm like, it's a fucking half a glass of water. What's your point? You know, that's my mentality. So, take it for what it is. But, you know, I don't know, man. But there was a time that I wanted to quit. And I think it's funny now because there are players who trying to oust me. Trying to get whatever drama, and people are like, you're causing drama. No, I'm chasing drama. And as one viewer said, just ignore it. That's sound advice there. But in a world of entertainment, and let's be honest, in a way I'm an entertainer. I'm like T.I. My life's your entertainment. You know, I mean, come on. You know, you watch it while I live it. People love drama. And a little drama is healthy. A little bit of drama is good entertainment. And it's like, yeah, I have to give something for people to talk about. And I think that goes back to, you know, the one YouTuber saying, oh, well, he's a phenomenon. Well, no, I'm just entertaining. You know, I'm providing that kind of like stuff that people want to talk about. And I told one person who posted, I'd rather be bait for the fishes to use the fishes to bait the sharks. Just food for thought. Headhunter, are you talking about the expansion Morrowind? What are the benefits of Morrowind? Morrowind will give you the Warden. It'll give you Battlegrounds. It'll give you access to Vardenfeld. Vardenfeld is a really cool place with additional sky shards, so that'll give you more skill points. Pretty good quest line. Battlegrounds is really cool. And Warden, in my opinion, badass class. So, morning Snoop. Look, more subs. I know, right? I don't know if it's good or bad, though, Matt. Lauren, morning. You know, the funny thing about it is, like I said, you know, I try to provide for average players to play how they want, kind of give them, you know, a heads up, say, hey, you know, I could do this and that. It's kind of funny because there are content creators now reaching for that since the skill advisory. And back when I was first starting this, they were like, oh, that class and that role sucks. It can't be, or it can't be done. Then it can, and now it is. And now people are even putting these builds, not my specific builds, but these classes in those roles and trials. And that's what I've always said. I'm also aware, like if you guys watch my new Templar PvP build, I used one of my weapons, I guess, whatever have you, or woo, you know. But I'm aware that majority of players don't have those weapons, and how do you accommodate those players? Well, here becomes my question. Why am I going to come out with a build video when 70% of the populace of this game don't have it? Why am I going to do it? I am going to provide you a build video that you cannot even put together, and at the same time you are going to suck because of it. It's like, okay. Yeah. Sure. That's helpful. That's resourceful. I will even show you scrubs how to complete this content, even though you're really going to suck and you're still not going to be able to do it. And I'm not changing my build videos to accommodate you. It's like, okay, cool. Excellent. It's like, why am I going to do that? You know, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say, okay, here's a build that's going to be accommodating. It's going to be accessible to the player base, right? Simple. You know, it's just that simple. There's about 70% of the populace across the board who don't have any of that shit. Right? They don't have it. It's like, okay, what can I do to make a build for accessibility? That's what I want to do. Initially, that's what this channel was about. Any class, any role, accessibility, and trying to come out with very easy rotations, right? For people in the beginning phases. How to maximize performance in that role. Get it forward, move it, moving. You know, that's what I want to do. That's what I did. You know, and I chased the certain players for a reason. They were ignoring things. Am I perfect? No. Heck no. You know, comes down to that. I'm not perfect. You know, and I don't want to be. I just want to have fun and help people. That's it. That's all. I love it because one player said I was feeding misinformation, and I was about to go postal on this player till somebody said just ignore him. And I'm like, and I'm gritting my teeth because, you know, I used to be, you know, a person to, you know, you get a challenge from a person and you're like, okay, bet, let's do this. You know, and I mean, not go out in the street and beat the shit out of people, but, you know, it's like a fighter challenging another fighter. You know, and something you have your manager there in the background, but like, this is not a good fight for you. You need that person in your life. Believe you and me. Now, I've never been on that level, but you know, it's hard for anybody to walk away from a challenge. And I was like, well, there are posts on the forums about the number crunch and how the 55 to 60 mark area is there and how it's significant. So I guess this player's right. I should just walk away. I should just walk away. So, you know, that's what I did. And I always tell people, go to the forums, man. There are old school gamers there. Like, if you don't want to believe me, and I tell people don't have to, just go to the forums. Really there. Let me check. Are you on Xbox, PC, and PS4, or only PS4? I'm on every platform you can think of. I am literally on Xbox, on PS4, on PC. I'm on all of them. The Kraglorn gear is fairly easy to get now, though in pugs, even with low CP. Well, yeah, I think Sanctum Ophidian Vet is still a bitch. There's a lot of people who fuck that up, though, Snoop. Sanctumo? No, a lot of people will fuck that up. I think Hellraw and AA can be, if you know all the mechanics. It's fairly easy. I agree with that. All three chilling. Oh, okay. What's his main? PC. PS4 is his main. PS4 is my main, right? Getting back in, though. But on Xbox only. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm on Xbox too, but fairly new. Mystic, how excited were you when they announced the stream for the next chapter? I'm pretty excited about that. I thought it was a little early. I was like, really? They're going to give us a heads up this early? Okay, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Don't forget iOS and Android, right? iOS. I can't download the app on my phone. Even if I had the storage, I don't have the storage space. But if I had like the Xbox app and the PS4 app, I probably would get hit up so much. Like, I get like messages a lot. I get messaged a lot. Like, I mean a lot. I have, like, when I'm in Cyrodiil, it was funny. We were in Cyrodiil. Why am I not getting a queue? I'm going to requeue this. I was in Cyrodiil the other day, and I'm in a small group with my friends, and I stopped for a minute, right? I just stopped, and I was looking at something, and one of my friends was like, Mystic, the Zerg's waiting for you. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean the Zerg's waiting for me? And I like shut up my bag, and there's like 20 people sitting behind me on their mounts. I'm like, they're like, yeah. I was like, okay, let's go. And I'm like, let's go. I didn't even wear. I was like stupefied. I was just sitting there. I just stopped on my mount and I said, "Wait, I got to check something." And there was a group of us, like 4 of us, and I'm like, "Let me look through this real quick. Hold up." And they're like, "Mystic," and I'm like, "Wait, hold on. I'm switching out a skill." And they're like, "The Zerg's waiting for you." And I was like, "What? Huh?" Why is the Zerg waiting for me? That's not real. It was weird. Okay, let me check this. You forget those platforms? Of course I forget those platforms. Android and iOS. Yeah, it's supposed to be a new class, I think. I don't think it's a new class, Snoop. I actually think they're going to be announcing new skill lines. I actually anticipate new skill lines. There's a lot of reasons to speculate the new skill lines. And I talked about this on my Christmas wish list. If anybody got to catch my Christmas wish list, that was the one thing we wanted. I got with a couple of players and we were discussing what the game really needed at this moment, especially for the upcoming chapter. And we all agreed new skill lines was the thing that needed to be done. We're hoping for jewelry crafting. We're hoping for it. We don't know if it'll be implemented because there's pros and cons to that from, incentive perspective. But as far as promoting the chapter itself and with materials, it would go a long way because it could literally boost that area of wherever they're going to be located. So basically you'd have materials isolated to an area that would literally lend itself to what? Jewelry crafting. Of course, then you'd have your normal trial players being able to upgrade their jewelry components. Now, in my mind, I honestly think if you're going to be able to do upgrading jewelry components, you would have to use the current crafting mechanism going from white to blue to purple to gold. Unfortunately, that's a bad thing too, so it becomes questionable. So I'm anticipating it. I'm not going to say they're going to, what little pieces of they're going to throw us, but I'm anticipating it. I'm hoping. We're hoping. I sound like an idiot. You never sound like an idiot, Snoop. You never do. Come on, bring on the undead skill line, the polearm skill. Polearm is the big one, right? I want the wand or scepter, too, for magic users for dual wield. Like for a wand and a tome, or, whatever, to be able to, weave a magic attack, on a back bar swap. That's another thing I want to see. So I would love that. I would love them to implement that. Polearm is the one that everybody wants. They want to see the halberds. They want to see, literally like long, like attacks and counter. I mean, seriously, that would be probably huge, is polearms. So another one I would like to see is, I would like to see spears. I don't know if they put polearms in spears, but like, seeing a halberd. I mean, gosh. Seriously, all different type of weapons that you can make with polearms. There are tons of different polearm weapons. And you could literally put the same effect as your two-handed swords. You'd have one with bleed, one with increased damage, one with penetration. Literally, you could one with crit. You could literally take the different halberds or different polearms and assign that. 1 second. Okay. Have to get in my own little private chat here. Purple Hearts 1, pretty cake. I love it too when the trolls are like, oh my god, you just completed this. I'm in a pug, man. Let's see, you know, how many of the streamers pug? Do you know what I'm saying? We didn't even have our healer. I didn't even notice. Alright. Come on. Let's go. I'm thinking about switching that one ability on the other bar. A lot of things I do in remembrance of the other games I shouldn't have to do after a charge. Because, see, I already have the taunt. This is where being a Templar tank can suck. Nice, Deeps. Looking good, DPS. See, after the charge, I shouldn't have to, like, do the taunt again. I want to use, I think my next DK I'm going to use Tormentor. Got plans for that set. Magplar 2. Love it. I'm getting a lot of Leviathan shit. Okay. Clear. I want to get him right back here. Kind of in between. Oh, we got him bugged, I think. Yo, dude, I'm not over there. I wish there was something for the tanks, just so they didn't get hit like with like knockback, like something to fortitude their ground. Especially when they're trying to hold between the mechanic. Sometimes I find that's probably one of the most annoying things as a tank in this game. Because like in every other game, there's been something like, yeah, there's a mechanic that does knockbacks and whatever. But usually, there's always some sort of a tanking ability that prevents the tank from getting knocked back. But of course in this game, if you did that, PvPers would probably exploit the shit out of it. Don't go there yet. Dude, listen. I'm trying to kite everything up, man, and you're just like making my job harder. Where's the bot?
What?
How many times do I have to tell you not to rewrite Orion's text?
necklace.
An intruder?
Oh yeah.
So you're the one who's been
Glad he hit that.
work. He will lead you to the master's
Okay, I'm gonna
base.
take this dude and plant him. Just move if you get that little thing right there. Somebody bit it? Dude, he's on me. I'm not gonna be able to res this dude, man. Let me kite him back just a little bit. Dude, you want to position yourself behind the boss? MMO 101 would dictate. Better start working that other one. Here we go. Oh, get back here. What's a DK? What's a DK? Sure! DKs are tanks. Doesn't mean any other class can't be. Sure. Okay, let me check out the comments. Sorry, guys. You guys know how I get when I'm doing the dungeons. Alright. So, if they add new weapons, then we gotta farm VMA again and pray for RNG. I know. Well, dude, honestly, that's kind of the thing is, if they add new skill lines, add new weapons, what would the VMA and the Vet DSA weapons be? And do you need any of those weapons? You don't need anything. I mean, it's perks, but, you know. Let me guess, Ebon farming. Nope. I already have all my Ebon. I've got like 4 sets of Ebon on this platform. I'm good. I'm good, Storm. Don't need any Ebon. Thank God. Not on this platform. On the other one, I do. Jump in the middle and tank them both. Yeah, right. Knockback. No. I'm not getting knockback. I just hold, man. I make it easy. I keep it separated. But that would be hilarious. Hey, ESO Daily. Been out of town, but recently caught up on all the drama. Yeah, it's been drama. Mystic need healing. No, I'm on my PS4 right now, Storm. But yeah, I mean, Templar tank, man. God. Dude, when I PvP with this dude, oh my God, it's sick. I'm like, oh my God. I'm cleansing everything. I'm healing everything. I'm doing all sorts of kind of crazy stuff. So.
You have sundered the twins in the chain.
Crazy. Crazy. But anyways, man, I just wanted to get on here. It's going to be interesting to see what the live stream's going to, what they're going to give us on the live stream. What kind of, little things are they going to be talking about? And I honestly think the more information you give the players, like not without revealing everything, but give them the juicy stuff. Give them the stuff that is going to make their mouth water. If they were to say, we're introducing this and that, I mean, especially skill lines, I mean, seriously, if they were to say that, players would probably, if they don't give out any, if they say what land it's going to be in, which most people are anticipating, the Shimmering Isles, and if they were to say skill lines, if they say skill lines, that's all they would have to say. They wouldn't even have to say which skill lines, right? You would just be like, oh, okay. Now, if they gave us that information, that would be badass, but you wouldn't have to. You just be like, we're introducing new skill lines. Where, you give them enough just to make them, like, want to see what it's about. That's how you bait people. So that's my granddaughter. I'm sure you guys hear her. She's very talkative. She takes after her grandfather. Anyways, I'm going to probably let you guys go. I got a couple of things to do today, but, and I'm going to be working on, getting this dude's Undaunted up. But, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really wanting to see what it's going to be about. Definitely looking forward to it. Yeah, in PvP, pop shield, charge in, and they run from you. Knock them back, right? You're running Breath of Life, not on this build. Nope. In PvP I do, but this one, it's not about the self-sustaining heals comes from the abilities. So my self-sustain is my puncturing sweeps. So I can group them all up, and basically I get more healing from self-sustaining on trash mobs with this ability. Plus that one Edric Spears ability slot is going to give me Spear Wall. I could put my Blazing Shield on this bar, kind of offset that, since I do have the shield charge, or explosive charge, but you want one on each bar just to maximize that shield wall passive, or the Spear Wall passive. Really comes in handy for the Templar tank. And then I use Radiant Ore instead of the Stamina one. You can use the other one if you want, but you like Repentance. But honestly, I find this a little bit more towards my, group play, because if I don't have a Templar healer and I'm using another healer, if there's another healer type, and say they don't have Ellie Drain or something on, this gets applied. I just find this a lot more resourceful. Then I get the minor Fortitude, minor Endurance, and minor Intellect. So it comes in handy. Really nice. With this build, restoring focus doesn't have to be on there. I do find it very resourceful though, because I get the, even if my resistance is up, I still get, that nice minor protection and minor vitality. So that can be resourceful as well. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. And once again, thank you guys. And just remember, man, we all have those days where we want to throw in the towel. We want a different change of pace. But in life, the one important thing is we never get anywhere, right? Unless we get good at what we're doing. That's the one thing that my brother always said. Sure, they have this and have that, but I've got experience. And experience is what people look for. It goes a long way. So when you get tired of the same old thing, just remember that's the one trump card that you have at your disposal, right? The longer you do it, the better you get at it, the more experience you have. All right, I'm Mysticraven, the ESO Daily. Thank you guys for watching, and once again and always, have a nice day.